A few months ago, we got a sauna, and since then, we have been completely obsessed. And while the sauna is an incredible experience on its own, we've added a few key items that have really just changed the game. Today, we're going to talk about our 10 favorite items that we use every single day that'll not only boost your recovery, but they'll set the vibe and take the whole experience to a whole nother level. Everybody's heard the saying safety first, so it only makes sense that our number one item is our heater fence. This heater fence is an added piece of security if you're hosting friends that aren't frequent sauna users, or if you allow children into your sauna. It gives us an added piece of security too, because we really like to lay down on these benches, so when we're getting up and down, we have that added layer of security that we're not going to hit into the heater. Staying on topic with the heater, our next accessory is going to be a bucket and ladle. Now, I love a bucket and ladle for many reasons. One, from the functionality standpoint, pouring water over the rocks really amplifies that heat. It makes it feel a lot hotter in here than the 180 or wherever you have that thermometer set. But the other side of that is the vibe that it creates. When you're in here and you hear that water hit, it really just sets the tone and makes for a true sauna experience. Now, another reason that we love having a bucket and ladle is because you can add essential oils to this, which takes us to our third accessory. Once you get that bucket filled up with water, you can just put a few drops of essential oil. Now, we use a pure organic essential oil that we got off of Amazon. We love it because it's a variety pack, so it gives us a lot of options, and it also gives us different mixture options and things that pair well together. But we love doing that. It really opens up some new senses when you're in the sauna, and we have a lot of fun when we have guests over with the oils. Accessory number 4 is another fun one, and it's sauna fans. So these are just simple handheld fans, and we really like to use these when we create that steam and pour water over the rocks. It's easy to distribute all of that hot air around and fill up the whole sauna. It's also great for when you are doing aromatherapy and you have essential oils in the heater, because you can really fill up the space with all those scents. And then lastly, when we're laying down, it feels really nice to just kind of get that hot air blasting onto you. It's really relaxing and it makes for a fun time. Now, we can't ignore the fact that in most of our clips, we have these goofy hats on, which take us to accessory number 5, sauna hats. Now, I didn't really believe the hype behind sauna hats, to be honest. I mean, they're pretty thin, they really don't look like much, and they're not the most attractive thing in the world. But once I tried them, I was sold. I found that pretty often my head and my hair were the things that were kind of heating up faster than the rest of my body and making me want to get out of the sauna. So I bought one because I saw a ton of people raving about them. I put it on, and I instantly was able to stay in that sauna for an extra 15-20 minutes just because of the fact that my head wasn't heating up quite as fast. Now, if you're doing contrast therapy in shorter sessions, 10 or less minutes, you probably won't need one of these, but for those longer sessions, 15-20 minutes plus, it's definitely super helpful. Plus, it's hard to take yourself too seriously or have a bad time when you're wearing a goofy hat like this. Accessory number 6 is the biggest thing that dictates vibe, in my opinion, and that's a Bluetooth speaker. Now, we have a JBL. JBLs are tried and true. These things are super durable, very heavy duty, waterproof, heat resistant. So this has been great for us. The other thing is it has really good battery life. When you're looking for a Bluetooth speaker, the most important things that you want is to make sure it's rugged enough to withstand the heat and water that kind of comes along with the sauna. But then also you want to make sure it has a nice battery life, so you're not having to charge it every single session that you do. Now, there's definitely bigger, louder options in this, but honestly, our sauna's not that big. It's a 4-person barrel sauna, and the quality of this is top notch, so we've been very happy. We just leave it on the ground right by the door because that's one of the coolest places, and we haven't had any issues. Accessory number 7 is gonna be a thermometer. So my heater doesn't have the option to set a certain temperature. It's just a minimum or a maximum. So this is pretty essential for me if I want to know what the temperature is. But even if you did have one of the saunas that has a electronic kind of system where you can set it to a certain temperature, this is good to have because this thermometer not only shows the temperature, but it shows a humidity percentage, which you can see rise as you pour water onto the rocks. But the other thing is having an external thermometer is good because it can just kind of make sure that what you're setting your temperature to and what it actually is inside the sauna matches. Accessory number 8 is going to be a floor mat. This will go a long way in keeping your sauna clean and just removing dirt, debris, kind of random stuff on your feet before hopping into the sauna and starting your session. Accessory number 9 is extra flip-flops. So this is also going to help keep your sauna clean. Just get a bunch of cheap pairs, keep them on the outside of your sauna, and if you're going back and forth to cold plunges, or even if you're just stepping out of the sauna to cool off for a little bit between rounds, get yourself some cheap flip-flops so that you're not tracking in a bunch of extra dirt and debris. So the 10th and final item is going to be a table or just some sort of storage rack. So we like to put baby monitors, cell phones, different things like that on there when we do our sessions. When we have friends over, it's nice so they can put their car keys, they can put their wallets. It's also great to have extra towels because when we finish a session, those towels are soaked. So to have some nice dry, clean towels outside waiting for us to head back on in is nice. It's really just a place to be able to drop the extra stuff and get it up off the ground. So that's it, our top 10 sauna items that we use every single day that have really just changed the game for our sessions. If you like any of the products that you saw today, I'll leave links down below so that you can check them out. If you own a sauna, feel free to send over what your favorite sauna accessory is. There's probably some out there that I'm unaware of. As always, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.